Hello, my name is Julia and welcome back to my channel. I'm very excited to be here with you today for a very short but very strengthening and sweaty practice. So sometimes you maybe don't have all the time in the world to be able to do a full 60-minute practice, but that's why you're here today, because you still want to give yourself at least a little bit of time carved out in your day for you to strengthen the body and to feel really good. So if that sounds good to you, let's start in a comfortable seated position and we'll get started right away. So cross over the legs however feels comfortable for you. If you're quite tight in the hips, you can also just place one leg in front of the other. And let's just start by bringing the hands down to either side, tenting up the fingers, sitting up nice and tall, rolling the shoulders down the back. And we're just going to take some gentle neck circles. So you can drop your chin towards your chest and then start rocking your neck from side to side. Now, you know when you're doing this practice in the day and how open your body feels, so really take it as gently or as expansively as you'd like. If you've already done quite a lot of movement, maybe you can take some full circles and it feels comfortable for you, but be really gentle here. We're just slowly warming up the body before we get moving. One more deep breath here, moving organically, making sure to move in both directions. And then slowly let's come back to center, lifting the head up. Inhale, the arms go up overhead, and exhale, plant the right hand down, the left arm comes up and over, getting a gentle side bend in the left. Bending the right elbow if you can, and maybe making some slow pulses here, so we gently open up this side of the body. One more deep breath here, lengthening those fingertips away from you. And then slowly coming to center, and we take it to the other side. Left hand comes down, right arm comes up and over. And again, taking those gentle pulses if it feels good for you here. Breathing deeply into the right side body. One more deep breath here, lengthening the fingertips. And exhale, let's come back through center. And now crossing over the ankles, we're going to make our way into a tabletop position here and just take a couple cat-cows. So spread out nice and firmly through the fingers here, nice and wide. Shoulders over wrists and hips over knees, and let's take a cat-cow. Inhale, drop the belly, open the chest, gaze up. And exhale, push the mat away, come into our cat position, chin towards the chest. Inhale, drop the belly, open the chest, gaze up. And exhale, coming into cat. One more time, inhale, drop the belly. And exhale, curling into cat. Beautiful. And now coming back to a neutral tabletop position, we're going to get started already. Tucking the toes under and then gently lift the knees up off the mat. So we're taking a nice little hovering pose here. You'll start to feel the core turn on very quickly. See if you can keep the knees hovering. Try and keep the belly button towards spine so your spine is nice and long. Holding here for another 2. And 1. Beautiful. Releasing the knees here. And let's slowly sit back on the heels here. You can either have the toes tucked or not. And we'll just take some gentle wrist circles here. With any power yoga class, I normally find there's a lot of tabletops and planks. So we want to make sure our wrists feel nice and ready. Shaking the wrists out here. And then let's get back to it. It's coming forward into our tabletop position here, but this time we're going to walk the legs out and come into our first high plank. Holding here. Seeing how your body is feeling in this high plank today. Trying to make sure you tuck the tailbone under so it's not pushing up, and kicking the heels towards the back of the mat. Breathing deeply, feeling into all the shakes of the body. Inhale. Exhale, nice. And then we're going to inhale here. And then exhale, bend the knees and push your hips up and back, finding yourself into a downward facing dog. We're not here for long because on the inhale, we're coming forward into our plank, holding here again. And exhale, coming back to down dog. Let's move through a few more of these, warming up the entire body. Inhale, roll forward into high plank. And exhale, downward facing dog. 2 more, inhale, high plank. And exhale, down dog. Last time, inhale, high plank. And exhale, down dog. And then just take a moment here to bend one knee at a time, shaking the head out, catching your breath, and remembering this is a very short practice, so give it your all while you're here on the mat with me. Nice. So when you're ready, let's step the left foot in between the hands at the top of the mat and come all the way up into a high lunge already. Inhale, lengthen the fingertips towards the ceiling, and then exhale, sit nice and low here. Inhale here, and exhale. Beautiful. Now we're going to inhale, lengthen the fingertips towards the front of the mat, and then bring the arms out behind you, coming into this lightning bolt pose. It's a very intense pose because the entire body is working. Activate the arms and make sure you're activating the pinkies towards each other. You'll start to feel those triceps turn on here. Feeling both legs working as you make sure the back leg is nice and strong too. Inhale and exhale. Nice. Let's take this into a little flow here. So inhale, coming back into a high lunge, and exhale, diving over the legs. Inhale, back to our high lunge, and exhale, diving over. One more, inhale, and exhale, diving over. And then inhale, back to our high lunge, and then let's place the hands down on the mat, framing the front foot, step the left foot back into our high plank, and take your choice of vinyasa. So you can either come all the way down through chaturanga already, or take it on the knees. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra, and exhale, downward facing dog. Let's take one nice deep breath here. Inhale, and exhale, sigh out the mouth. Beautiful. Other side, right foot comes in between the hands at the top of the mat. Let's lift up into our high lunge, and exhale, sit nice and low. Feeling nice and strong and balanced in both of our legs. So we're really activating both of the legs, kicking that back heel towards the back of the mat, making sure that your knee isn't coming over your ankle. We're in a nice 90-degree angle here. Arms are active, shoulders are dropped from the ears. Beautiful. Let's inhale, lean forward. And again, coming into our lightning bolt pose on this side. Feeling the activation through the arms, feeling the entire body working here. Holding here. Inhale and exhale. Beautiful. Let's flow. Inhale, coming back to our high lunge, and exhale, leaning over, coming back to lightning bolt pose. Inhale, back to high lunge, and exhale, coming forward. Last time, inhale and exhale. Beautiful work here. Inhale, back to our high lunge, and then placing the hands down on the mat, stepping back to high plank, and again, taking your choice of vinyasa or going straight back to down dog. Coming all the way back, and let's all meet in a downward facing dog. Let's take one deep breath here. Inhale, and exhale, sigh out the mouth. Nice. Slowly walk your feet towards your hands at the top of the mat, and we're gonna inhale, lift the arms all the way back up, into a standing position, arms up overhead, and find yourself in Tadasana. Beautiful. One last little exercise set here. So bring the toes together to touch, heels are slightly apart. Tuck the tailbone under, spine is nice and long, shoulders rolled down the back. Bring the arms up overhead, and exhale. You've guessed it, it's chair pose. So sit the hips down nice and low. Activating the arms here. Inhale. And exhale, maybe sit a little bit lower. And again, we're going to do that same action with the arms. So we're going to lean forward and bring the arms behind us, activating the arms here, staying nice and low in our chair pose, holding here for one breath as you activate those pinkies towards each other. Inhale and exhale, maybe sit a little bit lower. Then let's flow. Inhale, arms up, and exhale, chair pose. Inhale, arms up. And exhale, arms back. Last one, inhale, arms up. Exhale, arms back. Amazing work, bringing the arms up. And we're gonna slowly make our way onto our seat. Finding yourself onto your seat in my favorite transition, lifting the feet straight away up into Navasana, boat pose. So bringing the arms at the same level as your legs, which are parallel to the mat. Holding here, opening your chest up nice and wide. As we really work that core, you can see I'm shaking a little bit as well. And if you'd like to, we're holding here for 2 more breaths, but you can also challenge yourself by maybe straightening one leg at a time or straightening both legs out. So whatever you're feeling comfortable with today, do that for another 2 breaths. Inhale And exhale. And again, inhale. And then exhale, slowly release the soles of the feet onto the mat and give yourself a nice, well-deserved hug. Whew, we really kicked off that class quickly there, and we went hard fast. So this is our time to reap the benefits of all that work. Hugging yourself here, giving your chin in towards your chest so it's really lengthening out the back of the neck, and the whole spine can relax. Deep and slow inhale, slowing down the heart rate. And maybe exhaling, sighing out the mouth. One more time, inhale. And exhale. Nice. Let's slowly lift our head, neck, and shoulders up. And then opening out the knees, bringing the soles of the feet together so we can come into butterfly pose. Bringing the hands on the ankles and maybe giving your wings a little shake, a little flapper. And then slowly, let's come back to stillness. And we're going to just inhale, lift the arms up overhead, lengthening the spine. And exhale, folding over the legs. So maybe you want to keep your hands onto your ankles here and try and open the knees out to the side. Or I really love to just fold over the legs here in a more restorative pose with the forearms on the mat and the palms facing up. If you're not there at all, just try and hold wherever feels comfortable for you and bring your energy up and over. So even if it's here, placing the fingers down onto the mat, you can try and lean over gently. Otherwise, folding here, and we'll stay here for 2 deep breaths. Feeling that beautiful stretch in the hips and the glutes and the lower back. Bringing your breath deep into the belly. Allowing every muscle to relax now. Exhale. Inhale here. And last exhale. Nice. Slowly tuck your chin towards your chest and roll yourself up to seated and find yourself in a cross-legged seated position. Sitting up nice and tall here, we're going to inhale together, our arms up overhead, palms touch. And then exhale, bring the hands to heart center, tuck the chin in towards the chest and close the eyes. Seeing how you feel after such a short time on the mat, but such an effective time. Honestly, I really believe that even 10 minutes can do wonders for us, not just our body, but also our mind. Just giving ourselves that break away from all of our to-dos and just feeling into the body. Allowing yourself to fill up with gratitude for yourself for showing up for you on the mat today. And then slowly lift your head and let's take one last deep inhale together. And exhale, sigh out the mouth. You can release the hands onto the thighs, slowly flutter the eyes open, and welcome back. I hope you enjoyed our practice together today, and I really hope to see you again soon. Have an amazing rest of your day. Bye.